So today I will show you now the differences between these two vacuums. I will focus on these, but before I do that, I just want to show you these two vacuums. You notice they are different from those two. So, this one does not have any wheels. It floats on a cushion of air. Now, while it's plugged in, I will show you it running because it is a fabulous vacuum. Now, this is the Hoover Portable, and this is a tool pack vacuum. So then, you will snap it to the extending nozzle, and then snap it into the hose. Now, these both can fit on each vacuum besides the hose. So, I'll turn it to rug. And of course I have the attachments for them both, but just to show you quickly. So this plugs in the cushion there, so you can see it just turns. It has suction, and it has a suction relief valve, so then you can pull it off. And then, if you're cleaning your stairs, what you can do is you have a double stretch hose. Now, since this is an older vacuum and it's gotten old, the suction has gotten a little bit weak, so the exhaust is blowing onto the floor to make it float. So it doesn't float as well as it did. And another quick demonstration of the Hoover Portable I will show you. And they both have bags. This one has a quick clip. And then there's your bag. Then you snap it in place. Then this one even has a retractable cord. Takes a little while because it's newer. And then these two, you notice the cords are a little bit of a different color, but they're the same type of cords because these were almost made in the same time here. Then I'll make sure it's off. Okay. And then this one has a bag too at the bottom. Then to take off the hose, you turn it all the way like that. Your bag is under there. And they take the same type of bag besides the two Kirby's. Then put it in and then turn it. And then this one also has a suction relief valve too. Alright, then we'll put that up. And then this one has good suction too. Release a little bit of that suction, and that's good too. So that's how this works. And then to put this all back in its little home, I guess you could say, is unplug that, and that's how you do it on the one too, besides grabbing the hose. Then wrap it put it in. Then tighten that good, and then close it. Then come back, and this is a nice little squeeze handle. And then you just squeeze this, put it down until it locks, pull that off. This is the cleaning extension tube. And then I made up my own little instruction manual. Then you will take this, and all of this is a matching color. And then close it, pull it. And then that is that one. Then these two Kirby's I will focus more into. These two are very good. Now notice this one will fling back up. I like that feature. It'll just swing back up, but this one stays down. And notice that one can only go a far ways, and this one can't. And then on the back of them both, you will notice this. So here's your on and off switch for this. Now, of course, where is the one on this? On the side. And then they don't have a tech drive and neutral. This one is kind of like a car because this one I can't even get off the ground. It is a heavy vacuum. It's built to last and smell. And this one is heavy too, but it's a little bit lighter. Now, this one, just have to leave that down. This one is kind of like a car because the tech drive and the neutral is a good thing to have because drive, like when you're on a rug and you lower the head, it is heavy. And I think it can go down 1%. Yep. That's hard to push. So some genius in the Kirby company invented that tech drive. But this one, let's say I can only put it on number 3, and it still gets the job done. Now,
so I have a question. So the model on this side over here has tech drive, but this one that you're holding does not have tech drive.
No, this one is from 1961, and this one is from 2017.
Okay.
And then,
do you happen to know the names of these models?
this one I don't exactly know, but one very similar is the Kirby Classic, which has the red. And then this one is the model Lavalier. Now these...
So you've got one that could be like similar to a Kirby Classic, and then the newer one is the Kirby Avalier.
And then if you were wondering what this red thing was, is it, I mean, you're trying to get under something, you can't get under, because when you push it down, your head comes up. So then this helpful guide turns over, because this little pin piece holds it in place.
So that's a nice feature if you're trying to get under a bed or something.
Yeah. Now, that one doesn't have it. Now, this one it is really old. So the bag can't come off because it's stuck. The only way to empty it now is pull out this little tray. But in its old days when it came out of the factory, you could do everything with this. Now, one thing, if you're wondering, well, how do I put a hose on this? Lift up this headlight hood. And it's meant to be taken apart like this. Oh, I forgot something, and you have to do this. You have to turn the belt lifter, which I will get to. Now, you will see that this belt is thinner than any other belt there is. It's because I took a bracelet and used it as a belt. So, of course, how do you get the belt onto that little hook piece on the vacuum?
So I have a question. The original belt that was on this is no longer on there.
No, because it was not the right size and the owner did not pay attention. I bet you they just saw a belt in Walmart and just took it off the shelf and said, oh, this will work.
So it wasn't working properly?
No.
So you replaced it with what?
A bracelet. So then...
Like a rubber bracelet?
Yes.
And that works?
Mm-hmm. Now let's move on. This one has it where the hook goes down. So let's say it was on there. You just installed it and it's like this. Now you need to uninstall it and put the belt working so your brush roll can spin. Lower it. But it's on the hook now, but you can clearly not see that. Now I will not show you the older one running because it's really noisy, but I will do the new one. And this one is a little bit more complicated to take off the belt, but I don't want to take too long and keep you.
Sure.
So what I'll do is that make sure you get the end of this metal bar on there. Put it up. Remember that belt lifter?
Sure.
Now, what you do, all right, I told you about how it works. Dropping onto that hook. There you go. And one thing I do wonder about these two is that this one, the cord came out on. It's because it is a detachable cord. And then on this one, it never came out because the Kirby Company randomly just stopped doing that. It's weird.
So your older Kirby has a detachable cord.
Yes.
And your newer Kirby does not have a detachable cord.
Yes. And these two, this one does not have a zipper on the back, and this one does. And that one never had a paper bag in it, but this one is the type, this is a disposable one still, but it is not the paper bag. And then to take it off, what you do, now, if your hose like this is just laying down like that, like, let's say it just popped out like that, when you just pulled it out, it will not function properly. Now I'm surprised Kirby has not put a safety issue on that. So then what you will do is you'll see that hole and then thread that through. Then take this, get that on the hole. Now the older ones had a slide type where you turn it and it would lock. But then this one you slide over it. And then stick that in there.
So that one's got a zipper and a disposable bag.
Yes.
Your older one does not have a zipper, so how do you replace the bags? And are they disposable bags?
This has a disposable bag, and this one doesn't. But this one, of course, I told you had to empty out from the tray, but in the early days, you just unlock that, and then you could take that off. But you can't do that now. But this one has the newer features, and I will get to show you on this one how to take it off. And the Kirby company came and added this. It's a plastic belt lifter. That one's metal around the edges.
Okay.
And I totally think Kirby should have made that. Now, of course, Kirby was older, and they thought, oh, you can memorize this, what way to turn the belt lifter. But now they've added red arrows, so right now the belt is on.
So it's like little instructions on there to help you remember?
Yeah. And then you turn it to the red arrows where the red arrows line up and it's not on. And then you slide that off. And this one, the safety feature where it will not run is on the side here. The other one was over here. Now how to get the hose on, it just slides on here. And then what to do to get this off and replace your belt or your brush roll, you slide those off, slide this off, then unlock the belt. This is kind of a memorizing thing for me because, I mean, it's not a thing I do every day. Then you take this, slide that out, and it'll tell you how to replace it, when to replace it. And is this right? Do I need to replace it in the first place?
Can I go back to when you were talking about Tech Drive?
Yes.
Can you explain to me exactly what Tech Drive is? Your newer one has it, your older one doesn't. What is Tech Drive?
So Tech Drive is just a little thing to help you be able to push it. And then what you'll do is that you'll slide that in. It is probably about until January's use of this, I'll need to replace the brush roll. I really need to replace this belt because it's damaged pretty badly. And then this one, the hook works the same way. Now always make sure this is flying freely. So that's good. If not, it's going to stop your motor because that's connected. So then what you need to do is remember that belt lifter.
Mm-hmm.
Then you turn it to where the red arrows line up where it says belt off, because remember it's picking up the belt so you can't use it, right? Watch that. It'll feel for it. Takes a while for you to get it up because you see it's still stuck under there. Right? Get that to belt on and then push it up and then watch it come around. You see it just hooks it on there. Then turn it to belt off. Then picked it up. Then, now it's picked it up so it can't spin. That's a good sign. Make sure these are on the side where the locks are. Put that on. All right. That on. There's one on. There's two on. Then, now that you've done that, you will take this. Now, I never really use the brush roll because it's really stiff. So then, we'll take that. I will demonstrate this one.
I have a question. Okay,
Yes.
so these are, you got both of these used, obviously. They're older versions.
Yes.
Is there one you prefer over the other? Or are there features on one you like better than the other? Like, do you enjoy using the one with tech drive because it kind of pulls it for you? Or would you prefer using the old one that you have to kind of push harder?
You know, it really doesn't make a difference.
Okay.
They're really almost the same in the cleaning of how good it works.
Okay.
So then, I think I will demonstrate this. And then I'll just move back everything so I have a little bit of room.
Okay.
And then
We may not have time to demonstrate because we're going on a lot of time. Can I ask about if there were any vacuum that you don't have that you would like, what it might be?
that would probably be the Avalier 2, which I will show you a picture. Pick up my computer. All right, it wants my password.
Well, I'll just turn away while you type your password.
Okay. Come on. Okay. Probably because I was taking this. Alright. This is the Avalier 2.
And this is like the newest model of Kirby?
Yes.
Okay. The Avalier 2.
And then I'll do a quick little demo of this. Because, I mean, yeah. Just to go quicker, they've added that. Which, the old one has a 2. People have found that out. Every vacuum company has had that. Then, this one, you go. And that's this one. Neutral. And then that's it.
Is there anything else you want to show me?
Yes. And if you've ever been thinking of something you might want to use, this is an old pump vacuum. Kirby very first started making pump vacuums, and it works. It works as a pump vacuum.
So that thing in your hand is a vacuum,
Yes,
but it doesn't have a cord.
it's pump.
Wow, how old do you think that is?
Probably 1850s.
Wow, that's amazing. And it actually works, huh?
Yep, you have to just pump as fast as you can. Suck up a hair. And it's gotten some things up. Then that down. And then that's all.
All right. Well, I think I learned a lot about vacuums today. Thank you, Bailey.
You're welcome.